Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the November edition of the PBC Now. I'm Ken Gerlinger. November was a very busy month here in the Peach Belt Conference. We've got a lot to cover, so we'll start back at the beginning of the month at the PBC Men's and Women's Soccer Tournament Championships. Congratulations to the Young Harris men's soccer team. They won their third straight PBC tournament title in a penalty kick shootout over Lander University in the championship game. The game was tied 2-2 at the end of regulation, but Young Harris held a 4-3 edge in the PK shootout to win the title. Young Harris's Anthony Shimpey was named the tournament MVP. Also, congratulations to the Columbus State women's soccer team. They won their third straight tournament title by beating North Georgia 3-2. Now, that game was the start of an epic journey for the Columbus State women's soccer team as they won their second straight NCAA Southeast Regional title and advanced to the Final Four for the second year in a row. Columbus State lost in the national semifinals to Grand Valley State 3-0, but that puts a cap on an amazing season by the Lady Cougars. Congratulations to all of them once again. Mahlon Parsons of Columbus State was named the NCAA's Elite 90 winner for women's soccer. Now, she is the second straight Lady Cougar to claim that award and only the fourth PBC student athlete ever to be named an NCAA Elite 90 winner. Let's move on now to cross country and the University of Montevallo, who won their third straight Southeast Regional Championship at an event they hosted on campus. With the win in the regional, Montevallo was able to run in the NCAA National Championships, where they finished 23rd overall as a team. Katie Nelson was the top finisher for the Falcons in the national finals, running in 79th place. For men's cross country, the Peach Belt had two individuals qualify to run in the national championships. They were Young Harris's Timothy Aces, who was also the PBC tournament champion, and Armstrong State's Henning Shine, who became the first Pirate to ever run at the cross country nationals. Aces finished 68th overall, while Henning Shine finished 114th. There were 248 runners total in that race. We're going to move on now to the PBC Volleyball Tournament in Milledgeville, Georgia. Georgia College hosting that event for the very first time. And congratulations to Flagler, who defeated Armstrong State 3-2 in an epic championship match in the volleyball final. That was their second straight tournament title. After the championship match, I had the opportunity to speak with Flagler head coach Matt Affolter and tournament MVP Sarah Davis. Ken Gerlinger here with Matt Affolter, and Coach, that might be the best and most exciting volleyball game I've ever seen. How about you?
I'm very old, so I've seen a lot of volleyball matches, but I thought Armstrong was fantastic there, and how they play. They've changed their tempo, and changed their style from a year ago in the past. They used to have just all these big monsters, for lack of a better word, and could just dominate you, and they've gone to this speed tempo, and it just stresses us, and they were playing well. I saw it yesterday when they played Aiken. You could just tell they were on. And so nervous, no. Best match, I'm happy for our kids. They earned this. Our kids have earned it. They've earned everything that's happened this year. And I'm just so excited for them. The seniors, all the hard work they put in to be back-to-back champions, to be holding the conference crown, basically, from tournament to regular season to tournament, even though we shared it with Aiken, to have the titles for a three stretch is awesome.
Talk about the resilience of your team, because it looked like in the middle of the match you guys were firmly in control, but then Armstrong comes back in set 4, forces that set 5, and then it's back and forth from there on.
It's a dopey game. Volleyball is a crazy momentum sport, but they serve really tough. So, if you would miss a serve once and then play really well, you wouldn't see that stuff. Or if you shank a pass and get aced once and then you get back, you don't see that. But it just always happens consecutively. So I think you see that, and then that's where the separation comes. Our team has been very resilient. That's a great word, because the last month and a half, anytime we get plus 20, anytime we're in the 20s, 21 all, 22 all, we've been really, really good. And so I think that just shows the maturity and the confidence in our team that they can handle those.
A couple of standout performances today. Up front, you had Sarah Davis, but on the back row, you had Kayla Norelli, who was just utterly phenomenal.
Kayla dominated this weekend, I think. If you put together all the digs she had for the weekend and look at the digs per set, it's got to be over 7 or 8, and she was digging heaters. This wasn't middle school roll shot volleyball stuff. This was some big time matches. So I thought she dominated the weekend. Was just big time. Sarah is Sarah, I mean, she's been like that since the moment she walked in here. She has a go-getting mentality, and she wants the ball, and she gets upset when she doesn't get the ball, and she gets upset when she only makes 1 or 2 errors. I mean, she's always going to keep working hard, and she's carried a big load for us for 3 straight years. But that's what she wants, and that's the level of player she is. She's capable of that.
All right, Ken Gerlinger, I'm here with Sarah Davis, our tournament MVP. And Sarah, 29 kills today. That's a tournament record. It's the highest in the season and in the entire Peach Belt all year long. What was going on for you today?
I was just turned on. That's all I really have to say. Some days, I have trouble seeing the block or doing different things, but today I could just see it all, and I did it all for my teammates. Today I had come up with this saying over the weekend, mind over matter. And anything that happened to me that would put my emotions down, I said, no, I'm going to do this for my teammates because they would do it for me. So basically, I worked so hard today for them.
Talk about the way this match went back and forth. It really looked like you guys were in control, dominant, you might say, through the middle part of it. Armstrong comes back. You have to play a 5th set. What's going through your head at that point?
Let's do it. I love battling. I love games like that. Easy games, I don't want to say easy games, but games that are short for me, that's not fun. Battling and fighting and giving it your all is fun. And this game, Armstrong is a wonderful team. They are amazingly skilled, and I'm just honored to play them and fight with them.
Talk about some of the work on defense as well. The focus is going to be on the kills, of course, but you had some big blocks there, especially at the end, 13 all in the 5th set. That's the time to step up.
Well, that was Nay and Tasia, but I did come up there with them, but that was all them. They were disciplined, they got up, they knew where to be. They're just amazing, honestly.
Now, as I mentioned, there's been a lot going on in the Peach Belt Conference in November. Some other news we need to pass along. First up, USC Aiken Athletic Director Randy Warwick announced that he is going to retire at the end of the year after serving in that capacity for the past 32 years. Warwick started as the baseball coach at USC Aiken and became the athletic director in the 80s, and he has been with the Peach Belt Conference ever since. He's going to be sorely missed. Congratulations to him on a fabulous career. Flagler College received the NCAA President's Academic Award for Excellence. That award is given to schools with 4-year academic success rates of 90% or higher. Flagler was one of only 26 Division II institutions to receive that honor. Congratulations to them. And speaking of Flagler, Flagler announced that they are going to hire a new president. He's going to be Dr. Joseph G. Joyner. He's going to step into that role at the end of the year, replacing Dr. William Hebert, who was going to retire. Dr. Hebert is also the president of the Peach Belt Conference Board of Directors this year, and we thank him because it was him who brought the Flagler into the Peach Belt Conference about 8 years ago. Also, we had several major award winners in the Peach Belt Conference. I mentioned Mahlon Parsons and her Elite 90 award earlier. Parsons was also named the Academic All-American of the Year for women's soccer. She's only the second Peach Belt Conference student athlete to ever receive that honor. She was also one of 4 women's soccer players to be named an Academic All-American, which is considered one of the highest awards in all of collegiate athletics. Our other women's soccer Academic All-Americans were Nicole Corcioni of Columbus State and Maria Marty Bardis of Clayton State. On the men's side, our Academic All-American was Ramin Varnhorn from Young Harris College. Congratulations to all of you guys on that honor. We also had some soccer All-Americans named by the NSCAA and by the D2 Conference Commissioners Association. On the men's side, Lander's Hugo Del Hommel was named an NSCAA All-American. On the women's side, we had 5 All-Americans: Olivia Gerald from Columbus State, Mandy Janowitz from Columbus State, Rachel Van Horn from North Georgia, Cassandra Wade from Columbus State, and Hugern Elversdaughter from Columbus State were all named All-Americans by either the NSCAA or D2 CCA. Congratulations to all of you. Well, now to what you've been waiting for. It's time to reveal the PBC Play of the Month. And our winning play is back at the PBC Volleyball Tournament Championship game. It's the championship point when Flagler defeated Armstrong State 3-2 in the final game. Congratulations to the Flagler volleyball team on having the PBC Play of the Month. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I want to thank Molly Johnson behind the scenes for all her help in putting this together, and the sports information directors in the Peach Belt Conference for their assistance in putting the show together. We're going to have our holiday special coming up in the next couple of weeks. That'll be our final PBC Now of the calendar year. We hope you join us for that. And until then, I'm Ken Gerlinger.